Are we live? Are we live? Let's see here. Hey everybody, I'm Verna from StampinNotes and welcome to my studio here in Western New York. And I have some beautiful cards to share with you tonight using the Winterly Treetops bundle. Before we get to that, I want to just remind you that there's a stamp sale on all annual catalog stamps today and tomorrow. It ends tomorrow. You get an extra 15% off. So that's a cool deal. And if there's something you've had your eye on, then now's the time to scoop it up. And also, the starter kit deal is just great right now. If you've been wanting to be able to get a discount on your stamps, that is the tool to use. Buy your starter kit. You get to pick $155 worth of product and only pay $99 plus free shipping. And then once you get your starter kit, whatever's on your wish list, you can finish getting with your discount. So I'd love to have you on my team. And this goes through October. If you're interested in that or you have questions, email me at vernastamps@gmail.com. And so now we'll get back to the evening, and I'm going to put my view down, and I want to tell you about my kit in the mail this month with the Regal Flora stamp set and dies. It has beautiful dies with it. I didn't bring them over. We're going to do this little packet, and then there's 4 gorgeous cards. You will make 2 of each of these, and 2 of them are actually fun fold cards. You will get about $30 worth of product. You will get a spool of the beautiful Blackberry Bliss ribbon. You'll get a packet of the Regal foiled adhesive-backed gems that goes with a set, and a half a pack of the beautiful Winter Regal Designer Series paper. And the registration is open right now for this class. Everything will be pre-cut for you. That's the dies. You will need the bundle to create the cards. Like this is a die from that bundle. Dies that aren't in the bundle, like this one here and this one, I will have cut for you. And you will get the Designer Series paper and the envelopes, everything to make 8 beautiful cards. So I will be putting a link out for that. And this is a little packet that they go in. I'll put them right in there. And tonight, we're going to make some cards with the Winterly Treetops bundle. And this is that beautiful bundle with the birds. This could be used for winter cards. It can actually be used for holiday cards. I'm going to be using some Christmas sentiments with this kit tonight. And the dies has this gorgeous die here that die cuts out green boughs. This is for a wreath. There's a wreath stamp. And there is a sheet of birds that these 2 dies will cut out. And there's some foliage in this set. So a really nice set. So my special this week is a little bit out of the ordinary because it's a special week with a stamp set sale. I wanted to do something a little bit different. And so I will be showing 4 different cards, how to make them. You can get a kit for each one, plus a free half pack of the Designer Series paper that goes with this. Plus, that would be with a $50 order. If your order is $75 or more, I will include a pack of the Cherry Cobbler Berry Gems and the Pearl Gems. And there won't be a project sheet for this week, but you will get a PDF tutorial with your order. So this is the sheet that the dies will cut out the birds in. And then I just love the designer series paper in this set. Here's the woods with the birds and more birds. As you can see, I've chopped it up pretty good. This looks like willows. See, then there's garden green pattern on this one. Here's more birds that you can fussy cut, and I will be doing some of that tonight. Has this beautiful pool party paper. And let's see what else. Oh, there's more pool party pattern on this one here. So it's a really nice set you can use for Christmas, or you can just use it for winter cards. It's a beautiful set. So let's get started. And this is card number 1 right here that we're going to do. And I'll get my little case here with the ingredients for that card. So if you're on, say hi, tell me where you're from, and if you comment and share, you'll be put into a drawing for some gems. And I forgot to share last week's winner. Last week's winner is Cindy Fox. And Cindy, thank you for participating last week. And so Cindy, if you message me with your regular postal mail address, I'll send you out your gems. Hi, Kathy. Nice to have you on there. Hi, Margaret. Hi, Carol. My heart goes out to anyone living in Florida, and I know some that watch are sometimes are from Florida. My thoughts and prayers are with you, praying that the storm will subside and not be as strong as they're saying that it's going to be. That's so rough. Okay, so we're going to add this die cut onto a piece of cardstock that's embossed with the birch embossing folder. And that is right here. It's one of the really long ones, so you can emboss a couple pieces at a time with it. And hi, Janet. Hi, Deborah. Janet, I hope you're not in the way of the storm. So my thoughts and prayers are with all of you. Okay, so we're going to adhere this to this basic white embossed layer. I've got glue on my fingers I need to wipe off here. And this is Mossy Meadow. And again, if you place an order with me this week, you'll get the kits and a half pack of the designer series paper with a $50 order using the host code at checkout. And the host code should be on the, well, I'll show it to you too, but I'll be putting it out. And then if you order 75, you'll get the cherry cobbler berries that I'm going to be using. And there's a pearl color in with them too. Okay, so we're going to layer this right directly onto our basic white cardstock that's the same measurement. Oops, I see some little pieces I forgot to poke out. There. All right, so we've got that on there. And we're going to bring in a piece of cardstock crumb cake that's 8.5 by 5.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. And we're going to put this on with some dimensionals. I've got my take your pick tool. And we're going to go right along like this. Whoops. Not like that. Yeah, we have some friends. We have a couple friends that have places down there. Here in Western New York, we had our first frost last night. I don't know. Margaret, did you have a frost in Dansville? Part of my flowers were frosted and part of them did not get frosted. So I'm glad at least some of them didn't get hit. And I don't think the stuff on my porch got it. Oh, Janet, we will remember you all in prayer. Okay, so I'll put this way. And I've got a little bit here that should come off. Actually, I'm going to take my scissors and go right along that. I did all of the die cutting in advance just because I'm doing 4 cards. So that's why I'm not showing how to die cut. Okay. All right, so that's on there like that. I need to feel like I'm putting things up too high. I need to pull it down a little bit. Oh yeah, I hope your mums will be okay. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is, what did I do with my simple? We're gonna stamp the little tag, and this is a tag from Greetings of the Season. I'm going to go ahead and stamp the sentiment and crumb cake, and this says, sending thanks and much love. I'll stamp, lightly tap here. And that is a little bit off, a little bit crooked. I'm going to turn it over and use the other side. There, that's better. Hi, Martha from Colorado. Nice to have you on here. And I'm just going to slide this down. I'm not going to use dimensionals. I want some of this greenery here to be up on the label itself. Okay. So, and it's over a little bit to the left. It's not centered on the card front. So this bird is from the designer series paper, and I fussy cut it, and I want to show you how I fussy cut most of it, but I want to show you how I do the fussy cutting. And I don't stress too much about the pine here. I'm just going around it like that, and try to move your paper instead of your scissors when you're fussy cutting. Some people love fussy cutting and some people hate fussy cutting. So I find it like not right now relaxing when I'm doing a live, but you know, I don't mind doing it. Okay, so I want the branch to be behind the bird. So I'm going to cut that branch off and put it behind it. So I'm going to go right up along the bird's belly there, like that. All right, and I'm going to put it this way. And I'm just going to take again, I'm using this glue gun. I get a lot of questions about this. I am using Stampin' Up's glue in this gun. This gun is put out by My Sweet Petunia. I've heard that scrapbook.com has it also. So you might find it there, but it's really nice, especially if you have arthritis in your hands, your fingers. You can see I've got arthritis in a couple of my fingers. All right, we've got that on there. Yeah, so that is from mysweetpetunia.com or scrapbook.com. And I'm just getting some twine. I'm using the crumb cake twine. Oh, nope, this might be the linen thread. And I'm using 2 together just because I like a double bow. We'll make our bow here. I'm making it kind of loopy, a little bit big. I need to pull this down and this in a little bit. So let's grab some glue dots. Here, we'll stick these on. I'm going to stick it right about here. I'm just going to use one because that bird is going to be sitting over this. And let's see, I want it this way. Okay, and we'll trim off our ends here. These scissors are super dull. I need to sharpen them. Right, and now we're going to bring our little bird in and add a few dimensionals to the back of him. Well, Margaret, yes, you've got relatives down there, huh? All right, and we're going to set our little birdie right on there like that. Now let's add a few gems to that. So these have been out of stock for a long time, and they're finally back in stock. So if you really love them, I think they're so pretty. Now's the time to grab them. Okay, I'm going to put a cluster of these, maybe right here over that little tag hole. All right, and then a few other ones. What's nice about these clusters is you can break them up and use them individually. Put one there, maybe one down here like that. So that is our first card. And then on the inside, this is the other one that I did. I fussy cut out a little bird and put that on the inside there like that. Okay. Hi, Diane. Oh, you have a daughter and 3 grandsons. Bless your heart. They are in our prayers. I have an online not creating for Christ, but a Wing and a Prayer creators group. It's for Stampers that want to honor Christ by Carb Ministry, and I asked prayer in there tonight for the people in Florida, and I have a cousin and an aunt there also. Thanks, Deborah, and hi. Okay, so second card. I really love this card because I love the cherry cobbler on it. So this card, we are going to, first of all, stamp the wreath. All right, and I'm just using Memento Black and basic white cardstock. And because this is a big stamp, I'm just gonna stamp it like that and stamp our wreath. And due to the magic of television and videos, I already have one partially done because I'm doing 4 cards. I'm trying to hurry. All right, so this is the one that's partially colored in, and I'm going to leave it right on this to finish coloring it. I'm using Granny Apple Green and Cherry Cobbler on this one. And I'm using Stampin' Blends. You could use Stampin' Write markers. I already have half of it done. And I don't know how you guys use your Stampin' Blends, but I usually go over, do the lighter color first and then add accents of the darker color. So we'll just go and do that. This is the light Granny Apple Green, and then I'm going to go over it with a dark Granny Apple Green. All right, I think I got all the leaves. We'll do the cherry. Well, let's do our dark here. So I'm just going to go not just on like where there might be shadow. I'm using the dark. And I'll do some of these with a bit of dark. And our cherry cobbler. I'll fill in these little, actually these are holly berries, I'm sure. I don't have my dark one over here, but so I won't do the dark on that. So there's our wreath. And we're going to bring in our card base, which is again crumb cake. Oh, Cindy, bless your heart. Yeah, Cindy, Janet is in Florida. There's that. Okay, so again, this cherry cobbler I've embossed with the birch embossing folder. So if you buy this class, these layers that are embossed will be done for you. And we'll layer that right on there like that. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is I have die cut a tag from the Greetings of the Season bundle. And it's the large tag that's in there. This is such a nice bundle with the different tags. And we're going to stamp the sentiment at the bottom. It's going to say, thinking of you. Well, let's do Christmas. Let's do Season's Greetings. And this is from the same Greetings of the Season that the tags go with. Hope I'm calling that the right name. Okay, so Season's Greetings. Hi, Penny. Hi, Linda. Linda, if you place an order with me, you get the $50 using the host code, $50 or more before tax and shipping. I will send you the kits for the 4 cards plus a half a pack of the Nest of Winter Designer Series paper. If you order $75 or more, I will include a pack of these gems, the cherry cobbler and the pearl gems. And then you will also get a PDF tutorial with that. So, and I will ship it out. We'll cut them hopefully next week. I'm a little behind on my cutting because my husband was in the hospital earlier in the month, but he is doing well now. So my husband was within 2 weeks, one of my grandsons was in the hospital. My sister had surgery. My husband was in the hospital. It was kind of not the greatest time, but the Lord got us through it. Okay, so this is going to be centered on here. I'm going to come down a little bit, like right there. And I'm going to add my wreath up here. And I'll be putting a link out to order. Penny, the glue is the same glue that Stampin' Up! Sells, the Tombow glue. But I bought the glue press from My Sweet Petunia. It comes with their own glue in a bottle, and then it comes with an empty bottle. And I put I like the glue, the Tombow glue that Stampin' Up sells, and so that's what I have in there. What's nice about it is because the way it sits in the glue press, it doesn't plug, very rarely. And so this is, this is really dirty. You can see all the glue down in there, but it sits like that. The glue bottle comes out very easily to fill. You just push it up like that. So I really have enjoyed it using that. All right, so we're that far. Now I have fussy cut these two birds, and I'm just going to finish doing the fussy cutting on them. And again, you can do as much or as little as you want on your fussy cutting. You can get up in here if you want to, go around, or you can leave that paper there. It's really up to you how you do it. And it cuts smoother if you turn your paper and not your scissors. Also, for those of you who live locally, I'm going to be doing my in-studio class October 19th, not the 12th. And that runs from noon to 5. And we will be doing fall and Christmas cards. And I'm just going to go around these berries quick. And whoops, I think I cut something underneath there that maybe shouldn't have been cut. Okay, so there's our pair of birds. And we're going to add some dimensionals to the back of them. Yeah, it's from My Sweet Petunia. Margaret, do you have one? I really like it. Okay, so we're going to put our little birds, so probably about like that. And let's make a little bow for the top here. I think I'll use the peppermint twine that came with the reindeer set. Oh, look at the birds are covering the, you know what? Let's see what they look like up higher. Or I can just cut those berries off there. But I kind of like the berries. Oh dear, hopefully that will. I'm going to cut the berries off. Maybe I can put them somewhere else. So let's do this. Yeah, that's better. And I'll use the peppermint twine. I usually scrape my finger on it. Do you guys have a secret to finding the end? Just see if I can find it. Oops, I think I see it. Okay. Oh, I forgot to turn my ring light on. That will help with the lighting. It's hard to watch live when there's not good lighting. All right. So we'll do a double bow again. Maybe. I'm waiting for the reindeer, the peppermints to come back. I went to order and they were gone. So I think they're supposed to be back in this week. I have the twine, but not the, you know, I almost think I'd like the brown better. Okay, let's save this bow. Let's do the brown. And I will send twine in your kits too. Okay, let's see. I wonder if my mom's on. She may have forgotten. She made hand apple pies yesterday. And the crust was cream cheese and butter. Whew. So she was gonna give Mac and myself one, and so I'm anxious to try it. All right. So let's get our bow on there. And did I do, there's my take your pick, glue dots. I think right there, there's our little twine, and let's add some gems. Let's add a few white gems. We'll add one of these here. These are the pearl gems. Oh, maybe in here. No, I don't really like that. You guys do that with your gems? Oh, I don't really like that. Maybe I'll just add it right here. Okay, we'll go with that. All right, so there is card number 2, and this, I like this one better because the bird's red. And this is how I did the gems on this. And the inside is like this. So yeah, I did know. I I do cut those apart sometimes. Hi, Diane. I know. I love apple pie too. Yeah. My mom is 88 and she does really well. She lives about 4 miles from me. And I try to, well, I call her every day, but check on her. Sometimes on Tuesdays I have to pull her garbage out for her, but my brother was there today. Okay, card number 3. Again, we're using crumb cake. And we'll just burnish our fold like that. And we're going to start with a layer that is embossed with the birch embossing folder. Sorry, got to bring it down. And I'm adding, I always like liquid glue with the embossed layers just because of all the little nooks and crannies. Okay. And then we are going to add a piece of designer series paper across there, like this. Oh, there's those pretty birds on the back. These are the smaller birds. Okay, so it layers right across your white piece there. All right. And then we have a piece of real red. And I'm going to layer another piece of designer series paper on it, on that. And again, in your kit, you will get all of the pre-cut cardstock. And the designer series paper, you'll get a half of the pack of the designer series paper. It will be cut 6 by 6 for mailing. And let's add some dimensionals to the back of this. We'll add a few long strips here. Has anybody been apple picking? I have not, but I would. Some of my family has. I like to do applesauce. Can it? I mean, we'll go right up like that. When I was first married, I would do apple pie filling and can it. And the kids loved grinding turning the food mill by hand. Hi, Rosalind. Nice to have you there. Rosalind from Missouri. Okay, and we're gonna add that like that. Okay. Now I have 3 little of the pine bows that are die cut with Winterly Treetops dies. I'm going to bring them in. And I have another round tag from the, what is that set? Greetings of the Season. Yeah. All right, so let's do our sentiment. And we are going to stamp, let's do a birthday. And this is from Unbounded Love stamp set. And I think I will do Cherry Cobbler ink. We'll stamp it in Cherry Cobbler. Hiding on my cart here. Okay, that's just gonna fit on there. Might hang over just, oh, it fit on there. Pretty good. All right, so I'm going to, the other thing we have is a bird. And this is one of the birds that you can die cut with the dies that are in the Winterly Treetops bundle. There's a whole sheet of birds, this bird, and the next one we're going to use that you can, there's a die to die cut. So you'll be getting those if you place an order. You'll be getting the designer series paper to do that. All right, so I'm going to, first of all, put my label on. And again, I'm going to use some dimensionals across the back of that. Just do a couple here. And I'm going to put it right in the center, like that. Then I'm going to take my little evergreen leaves here. I'm going to just put a little glue on the end and stick them right under that label. We've got 3 of them. And we'll do one coming out down here. And just like that. I'm going to take the bird. I'm going to have the bird sitting like this towards this side here. And so I'm just going to put dimensionals on the back here and then glue on his feet because of the way he'll sit on there. I'll add some glue to his feet right here. All right, we'll put our little guy just like that. Whoops, he needs to go up a little more. Happy birthday, and we need another bow. I've got to grab some because I'm just about out. Well, I'm not finding the color I want. Oh, here we go. I want the linen thread again. We'll do our bow. And then I pull these, I don't want that too small of a loop. And then we're going to trim our ends here. Grab our glue dot. Put it right there. And then put our little bow on there. And we need a few of the gems. And I want one cluster. And I'm going to put the cluster up here on the evergreens. Like that. And then I'm going to grab one of these. See if I can pull it apart here, Margaret. There we go. Let's put one down there. And one up farther. I got a whole bunch of the glue under it. Okay. So, and then I'm going to use a little wink of Stella on the greens there. I need to use wink of Stella more. It just gives it a nice little shimmer. I know some demonstrators actually will use it right, dip it right in their ink and use it that way too. Okay, so there's a nice winter birthday card. And on the inside of this one, let's see, what did I do? I just put another piece of designer series paper like that. I feel like my phone is crooked. I'm going to turn that just a little. Okay, so our last card for this class, we're actually going to use a different color cardstock than Crumb Cake. This is gray granite. And I'm just folding it in half. And burnish it. And it looks crooked. We don't want good. Let's see if I can fix it here. Does anybody not score when they're going to fold, and you just fold it? I know some demonstrators do that. They just fold it without scoring. I usually do better if I score it first and then fold it. Hi, G. Nice to have you here. Okay, so there's our base. And we are going to add a layer of Pool Party. I love Pool Party. It might be my favorite color. Oh, I'm slopping glue all over the place. That is not good. All right, I'm going to wipe it like that. And then I'm going to wash my fingers with a wipe here. Oh, you don't, Cindy. Okay. Yeah, I do better if I score them. Then I have another piece of the designer series paper. This is so pretty. Isn't that pretty? It's a wood grain. We're going to layer that on. And it's got behind it tree branches, or I don't know if it's, yeah, I think it's tree branches. It kind of looks like cotton, but I don't think it's cotton. All right. I've got the designer series paper that looks like snow in the background. I have a scrap piece here. I'm bringing in my 2 3/8 inch punch, and I'm just gonna punch that out, and we'll add some dimensionals to the back of this. Whoops. And we're going to put it off to the right a little bit. We're going to put it like right about here. Okay, so it's not centered. Then I have a sentiment piece. This is die cut from the Stylish Shapes dies, and I'm going to stamp my sentiment on there. Oh, Pussy Willows. I bet you're right, Margaret. So let's put Thinking of You Always, and I'm using basic gray. So again, if you want the kits for one of each of these cards, you get the kits and half a pack of the, oh, look at this, a little crooked. I'll turn it over. The stitching won't be as nice, but okay, let's see. All right. Get the kits from one of each of the cards and a half a pack of the designer series paper with an order of $50 before tax and shipping using the current host code. And the current host code is well, I'll post it. I had it out here and I'm not finding my sheet with it. And also I'll put a link with the host code embedded in it, and you just order from that. You don't even have to put it in because the host code is already in there. And then if you order $75 or more, I'll include a packet of the cherry Cobbler gems and the pearl berries, adhesive-backed berries. All right, so I cut that off. I'm going to put that right over flush with the edge of the pool party paper there. Gee, you don't always score. You use the edge of the scoreboard. Huh. Put both side pieces on the bottom of the scoreboard and then fold it. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I like that. Okay, so this is our die cut this is the other die cut that the dies cut out. These two beautiful birds, and this is going to go right there. We're working on using up our dimensional sheet here. Okay. We're going to add a few dimensionals and then put our birds on there. Just like that. Okay. And let's add some gems, because everything is better with gems. And figure out what I did with it. Oh, here they are. Okay, so I am out of the red, but I could color some. I think I'll just add the white since I'm out of the red, or the pearl. So how about maybe here? I'm not sure that I like that cluster right there. I'm going to leave it there for now. And then I'm going to add a bow. So we need a mini glue dot. I'm going to put it right here. And I'm going to grab the gray twine. I feel like the gray twine in that twine pack is like the twine. I hardly ever use gray twine. I don't know. It's just kind of a weird color, I think, for twine, but maybe it's me too. So let's make our bow. Let's try again. Hi, Renee. Oh, that's okay. Oh, I'm sorry. You were on YouTube. I should have switched over to look. Sorry about that. But thanks for joining and being on. All right. My water tail's kind of short on this one. We're going to put it right on the edge here, like that. So there is our thinking of you. And for the inside of this one, I put just fussy cut one of the other little birds from the designer series paper. Thanks, G. And so we've got our four cards, our 4 different cards. This one. And where is our first card? Oh, here it is. We've got our, so these are the cards that you would get the kits for this week. I really hope you've enjoyed these, and I will be showing more cards with this kit this week. And thank you so much for joining me, and my prayers are with you gals that are in Florida, that the Lord would move the storm away from you, and it's just that you won't get hit hard. So thanks so much. Take care and have a good night now.